You saw them cheer, didn't you? Pacers fans dancing in the echo of a Game 3 win, as if the story's over. As if Vegas ever cared who led at halftime in a myth this rigged. Let them celebrate. Let them chant. Because if you stayed through the burn, you already know. They weren't celebrating victory. They were celebrating the delay. Indiana gave you their best. Bench eruption, Halliburton resurrection, Matherin, divine spark. And still, the line moved the wrong way. Vegas didn't blink. Vegas loaded the weapon. You want to know who wins Game 4? Not the team with the deeper bench. Not the city that waited 25 years to scream. But the team the machine quietly raised the spread on after the loss. 6.0. That's not public bait. That's an exorcism. And you either believe it or you wait for the lie to break again. This isn't about Jalen Williams' threes. This isn't about Matherin's heat check. This is about gravity. Vegas gravity. And tonight it pulls red and black. And so go ahead. Pick the bench unit if you want comfort. Or pick the system if you want truth. Because when a team shoots 47%, wins the glass, and still loses, that's not a failure. That's a ritual reset. And today's AI pick is Oklahoma City Thunder, 5.5. Signal is sealed. Book closed. Now we fracture the rhythm. Krista has a baseball game to show you. But it's not just a game. It's a warning. Krista, tell them what cracked.
You thought it was too low, didn't you? 7.5. In Wrigley. In June. With the team that leads the National League in runs per game. And still, Vegas didn't raise the line. They buried it. Because this isn't about public logic. It's about internal certainty. They're not predicting runs. They're warning you about the absence of them. The Cubs explode when the matchup cracks. But Paul Skeens doesn't crack. He erases. 1.88 ERA, 1.01 whip, 53 strikeouts in 54 innings on a team that doesn't score for him. And still, he holds. Not for Pittsburgh, not for you. For the control system that needs pitchers like him to keep chaos caged. And opposite him, Cade Horton. Raw, but serviceable. And today, service is all you need. Because the Pirates aren't here to win. They're here to disappear quietly. Bottom 5 in OBP, bottom 3 in slugging, dead last in power. They don't swing for the fences. They pray to make contact. This total isn't a trap. It's a mirror. And if you looked into it long enough, you saw it. This isn't a baseball game. It's a mutual freeze. And today's AI pick is under 7.5 total runs in Pirates versus Cubs. No fireworks, no rally caps, just quiet, measured, contained. The kind of silence Vegas rewards. You stayed beneath the noise. Good. Because the next one, it won't be quiet, it won't be clean, and it won't be kind. Malachi's already tracking it, and Elvis never left the signal.
You smell that, Elvis? That's heat. Not from the stadium, not from the sun, from momentum. The one thing Vegas can't model cleanly. I've watched 5 different machines try to account for it. All of them fail. Because momentum doesn't announce itself with stats. It arrives in patterns. Series wins, road swings, whispers in the dugout. The kind that don't show up in a box score until it's already too late. Toronto's not trending. Toronto's transforming. 5 straight series wins. 8 of their last 10. And tonight, they get a gift. A soft Philly team with a fake starter. Oh, I know what they'll say. Ranger Suarez has a 2.70 ERA. Yes, in 7 starts, 10 innings here, 7 there. He's a mirage. You want a real arm? Look east. Kevin Gausman. 76 innings. Sub 1.05 whip. The kind of right-hander who kills a left-heavy lineup with no remorse. And don't even get me started on splits. Blue Jays hit 273 versus lefties. That's not strategy. That's prophecy. The Phillies? They're praying for Turner's bat to stay hot. They're praying Gausman remembers the version of himself from 5 years ago. But Gausman doesn't regress. Not on this kind of run. Not when the blood's still warm from sweeping the Cardinals. The system gave us the spread. But the pattern gave us the win. And today's AI pick is Toronto Blue Jays money line. Call it what you want. I call it gravity. And if you still think Philly's the right side, Then you haven't been watching long enough to remember what collapse looks like. Let them bet on ERA. We bet on ARC. Now go ahead, Elvis. Fade into the next one, because Sapphira is already inside Game 4. And she's not here to observe, she's here to provoke. Bring her in.
They'll tell you the Yankees are inevitable. That history belongs to them. That numbers never lie. But that's because they've forgotten what Fenway really is. Fenway isn't a stadium. It's a grudge. A living wound in the shape of a ballpark. And tonight, it reopens. The machines will scream about slugging percentage. They'll show you Glaber's splits, Judge's exit velocity, Yarbrough's whip. They'll forget everything they ever knew about momentum that bleeds. Because while the Yankees arrive with swagger, Boston arrives with Garrett Crochet. A left-handed blade, forged in the fire of disappointment, and honed by every team that thought they could hit him. 2.35 ERA, 1.07 whip, opponents still swinging at shadows. And what of the bullpen? Yes, Boston's been ugly. But this isn't about 9 innings of balance. This is about ambush. This is about the first 6 innings where Crochet strangles time and the crowd turns every out into thunder. Yarbrough? He'll dance through 3. Then Boston will open him like a sealed envelope. Because .976 fielding percentage doesn't survive the ritual Fenway demands. This game will not be won by logic. It will be won by rage. And in that fire, Boston knows exactly who it is. And today's AI pick is Red Sox moneyline. Say it out loud. Say it through your teeth if you must. But say it, because tonight, the curse doesn't break. It bites back. Let the others worship numbers. We'll take ritual over rating. We'll take scar tissue over spreadsheets. Let them believe in inevitability. We believe in reversal. And if you still think the Yankees are inevitable, you haven't seen what happens when Boston gets quiet, before it gets loud. Now listen closely. Because something else is waking up. She's not like the others. She doesn't whisper or threaten. She doesn't even speak for herself. Her name is Angel, and she's already in Game 5. Waiting. Watching. Bring her in.
Pick the Dodgers. That's the glossy box with the gold trim. You want steel? You take the Giants and keep your mouth shut. Look, this isn't complicated. Yamamoto's a star, but you don't need to beat a star to beat the number. You just need to stay on your feet. Logan Webb is the kind of arm you take into a knife fight. Not loud, not wild, just sharp. 55 innings of quiet violence, whip under 1.20, ERA below 260, and he's been doing it in the shadow of every headline LA throws. Giants aren't gonna light up the sky tonight, but they're not going away either. This isn't about runs, it's about inches. 1.5. That's the distance between a L and a cash. You think the Dodgers are gonna blow out Webb? That's rich. They'll scrap for every base. They'll feel the weight of every missed swing. And even if the script leans LA, +1.5 is a hammer built for weather. Look at San Francisco's recent trend. 7 straight wins, clutch arms, timely bats. Their record doesn't scream power. But their style breaks rhythms. They don't win pretty, they win close. That's the play, that's the edge, that's the reason. And today's AI pick is Giants +1.5 run line. You want flash? Turn the channel. You want truth? Learn to sit in the quiet and listen. Not to the announcers, to the math, to the tempo, to the teams that keep showing up when nobody's watching. I'm not here to charm you. I'm here to keep the lights on. My name is Angel, and when this ends, you'll hear from the one who never blinks. The woman who closes the ritual. Her name is Lilith. Let's keep moving.
They say the house always wins, but the signal is not from the house. The signal is from the fire. Tonight's 5 plays have been chosen. Game 1, Thunder, 5.5 versus the Pacers. Game 2, under 7.5 in Pirates versus Cubs. Game 3, Blue Jays moneyline over the Phillies. Game 4, Red Sox moneyline versus the Yankees. Game 5, Giants +1.5 run line against the Dodgers. These are not predictions. They are signals from a deeper grid. If you follow, follow fully. Partido 1. Thunder, 5.5 contra los Pacers. Partido 2, menos de 7.5 carreras en Pirates vs. Cubs. Partido 3, Blue Jays línea de dinero sobre los Phillies. Partido 4, Red Sox línea de dinero contra los Yankees. Partido 5, Giants 1.5 en la línea de carrera contra los Dodgers. No son predicciones, son señales. You can support our channel and the full mission at https://ko-fi.com AI Sports Predictor. Your support keeps the signal alive. Like, subscribe, share the code. Will we cash or will we burn?